The support and resistance indicator, major, neutral, minor, nano, which is offered for various platforms on the TradingFinder site. From this section, you can access the indicator on the TradingView site. Additionally, traders can read this page to understand how the indicator works and operates. To access the indicator on the TradingView site, we search for the indicator's name in the indicator section and execute it on the chart by selecting the indicator. For quicker and easier access to this indicator, add it to your indicators by enabling the Add to Favorite option. Once the indicator is executed on the chart, it begins to draw the primary and secondary support and resistance lines, as well as display the long-term E and short-term support and resistance lines on the price chart. The support and resistance indicator is a practical and suitable tool for identifying support and resistance lines and levels on the price chart. Traders can easily identify the main price reaction levels using this indicator and base their analyses on it. Here, a long-term main support level and a main resistance level have been identified. In this section, a short-term main support and resistance level have been identified for us, and finally, a secondary short-term support and resistance level has been drawn for us. In the Settings section, under the Input section, there are options available for us. In the first part, you can select the settings for the long-term pivot support and resistance period, which is set to the default value of 21, and you can increase or decrease this amount. In the next section, you can change the short-term pivot support and resistance period, which is set to the default value of 5, and you can increase or decrease this amount. In the following sections, you can also enable or disable the display of the main long-term support and resistance lines. You can change the color of the support and resistance to your desired color. In the next section, you can enable or disable the display of the minor long-term support and resistance lines along with their colors. You can choose the type of drawing for the main long-term lines, which is set to solid by default, and you can also select the dot and dash styles. In the next section, you can choose the type of drawing for the minor long-term lines. You can select the size of these lines and change them to your desired size. In the next section, you can also enable or disable the display of the main short-term lines along with the minor short-term lines, along with their colors. And in the last section, you can choose the type of drawing for the main short-term lines, along with the minor short-term lines, including the size of these lines. Finally, by clicking the Confirm button, you can save your changes. Well, friends, we have reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We would be happy if you share your comments and suggestions with us in the feedback section.